Welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER Sports and Claxon Communications. And now, here is your host, WJER Sports Director Willie Grove with Dover football head coach Dan Ifft.
And good afternoon. Willie Grove along with Coach Dan Ifft of the Dover Crimson Tornadoes. And Coach, welcome into the WJER Coach's Corner Show this afternoon.
Thanks, Willie. It's great to be here.
You know, I think if my math is correct, 28th year at Dover. I want to thank you for your longevity and great job here.
Yeah, well, I've been pretty blessed. So, yeah, to be here 28 years is quite a blessing.
Now, we talk about the schedule a little bit. If I'm correct, it's the first time you found yourself as a head coach of an independent team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Has that presented some issues for you?
Well, it does. It's scheduling issues. Our AD, Tim McCrae's been working crazy hours trying to get this thing squared away. And, the sad part is we got to do some traveling and we got to play some bigger people and some parochials and stuff like that. But it is what it is. We're here for the kids. We want to coach them up and get them the best prepared as we can get them.
I look at last year, boy, a great season, 12-0 until the first loss there in the tournaments. You got some positions to fill, don't you? We
do. We had 15 seniors, but so many of them were impact type seniors. They were all impact, but in different ways. But the ones that fans saw on Friday night, I mean, we lost a lot of firepower from that standpoint, and it's going to be difficult replacing those kids, but you try to find out what your personality is for 2022 and build upon that and build upon the kids that you have and see what their strengths are.
Talk to me about that personality this year. You've got 2 scrimmages under your belt. Who are you happy with? Are you still concerned about some of the positions?
Well, we are. We're happy, obviously, with all the kids, but from a playing standpoint, we need a lot more improvement at this point, and we got a very short amount of time to get improved in a hurry, so to speak. We've had some injuries in the summer here, and it's presented itself. Some guys have to step up in a hurry. It's presented some issues that way. I liken it to, if you're a hard worker, which many of our kids are, and you're a laborer, and then one day someone tells you now you're the boss. You've got to take a leadership role, and so we're a little bit slow coming around with that leadership role. Some kids aren't quite as comfortable with that as we need them to be, so to speak. So we're trying to get that squared away, and we'll probably run the football even more than we did last year. I think we threw about 10 to 12 times last year a game, and it might be less this year, or it might be more. We don't know. Benny Ham is a young man that finds a way to get things done at quarterback. So we'll go off of what Ben's strengths are and the strengths of our team.
And again, we're with Coach Dan Ifft here of the Dover Crimson Tornadoes. Coach, this week, the first game of the season, make the trip up to Mentor, take on Lake Catholic. Saturday night game. I'm kind of used to that Thursday night first week game. Something changed this year.
Yeah, well, we can't be choosers, so to speak. Trying to find games, and they like to play Saturday night, open up. They got some kind of alumni thing going on, and more power to them in that regard. But we'll just have to adapt. And I think the extra day. Initially, I didn't like it. I'd like to open up on Thursdays, but I think we need a couple more days extra work. So I think in the long run, that's probably best for us.
Well, I want to thank you for visiting with us here on the Coach's Corner Show.
Thank you much, Willie.
That is Coach Dan Ifft of the Dover Crimson Tornadoes. And join us Friday night, New Philadelphia, and Saturday night, Dover, here on WJER.
You've been watching the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER Sports and Claxon Communications. The Coach's Corner Show is brought to you by your local Wendy's restaurants, Sugar Valley Meats, Williams Furniture, Floorcovering and Sleep Center, SSB Community Bank, Keim, and SmartWay Communications, your locally owned and operated internet service provider. Tune in next week for another edition of the Coach's Corner with WJER Sports Director Willie Grove and Dover football head coach Dan Ifft.